There we go. Hello. Hello, people. Here I am. Kinda on time. So originally today I was hoping that I could get the memberships going, but as I said in chat, I'm dumb. I missed hitting a button. Hello, Machoria. Yeah, I'm dumb. I missed a button. And now I can't set it live today. They have to reuse the stuff that I put up, so that is what it is. So instead, I'm just going to be playing here on OG AK. I've got my very well geared S30 nunchuck that I was going to take through the main quest. Oh dear, Ichigan, good luck. I hope it does exceed. I got a bit more to go myself. Oh, that was the wrong button. My Awakening Holy Chest here. I was just gonna wait for the next event. Where they hand out those, where they hand out the Awakening Chest Holy Stones. Oh, I guess that's true, Machoria, if you've only played the, Impact. Oh no! How close are you, Aichi? Oh right, something else I wanted to test. I want to see if this is working. Oh, 41, so I'm a little bit ahead of you. I want to test if this was working. Hold on a second here. Let me get onto my alternate YouTube account. Just... I don't know why it's not letting me do it. Hello, Karis. Are you going to talk to me? There we go. Oh, that's fair. Use the 6 stones for the last 6. Alright, just gonna autopath there while I attempt to get this working over here. Hold on a second. Switch to my alt account. Look for myself. Sorry, I just wanted to test to see if something works. Because I don't think it was working. Gonna hit that. Alright, this is the S30 map. Oh, I should have used a sprite. Hold on a second here. Yeah, it looks like it's not working. I'll have to figure out how it is. I was trying to set up those notifications so that if somebody did join up, they'd at least get a shout out on screen. But I can't figure out how to get it to work, so I'll have to test it a bit more. Maybe I'm lucky that I wasn't able to actually open it today because it would have been a failure. World chat's fine. If you guys don't want it there, we can merge it in, it's fine. Well, that doesn't... Oh, you want me to have world chat open? Blame Aichi the one... Oh dear. You rapscallions. Oh, I'm just gonna ignore world chat. Me and my chill music and chill runs. I don't know why I'm advancing the quest. I really need to use a sprite or something. I'm sure I've got some in here somewhere. Where are you? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, you know what? In solidarity, Aichi? Do I have everything that I need? I think I do. I've got this. Got one of these. Nope, that one. Got some of those. I just moved on from my S5 nunchucks, and I managed to get an ice one. So let's see what level I get. Oh shoot, I lost 4 levels on that? That sucks. Well, we'll have to push it up, but advancing through the quest should give us some extra ones. I'll sacrifice a Awakening Holy Chest weapon at the end of the stream. Or once I get it to about 22 or something. A neat little library here. It's a shame that it was so bugged before you could get trapped if you weren't able to complete the quest. Read. Uh-oh, I've missed a pile of books. There we go. My Eidolon is Poseidon, so yes, it's a beautiful young lady on a whale. If you recognize Poseidon's costume, that's actually one of the ones that was launched with Aura Kingdom Impact, the barefoot costume. And that's all I can think of it as, is the barefoot costume. I need a name for Poseidon, though. So, Poseidon is a beautiful name for a, I guess, Ocean Overlord is the name that they've got for her. But I try to name all of my Eidolons after times of day, and I just do not have enough times of day names. So if at any point you can come up with a time of day that I have not already used, that sounds nice, I'll rename Poseidon right here. Yeah, Poseidon is not only very cool looking, I'm pretty sure she's, yeah, she's got damage taken and damage taken from ice, so she is one of the better Eidolons in terms of ice classes. There's just not a lot of classes that can play as ice. Oh, where's my coffee? Man, this is a lot less hectic than that last stream I did with the 2 games at once. Yeah, Wizard and Nunchuck can play ice. Although, Nunchuck has an odd bug. It didn't happen today, but it happens to me a lot while I'm running my Bond dungeons, is when you log in, your ice skills will all be, like, locked out, and you have to reslot them to be able to use them. Yeah, floating cannon can be played as ice. In fact, I think that's what my my friend who's like meta chaser was doing. I have actually not played floating cannon a bunch because I kind of got sucked in on the what do you call it? Starcaller. I got sucked in on Starcaller because you can play her as lightning, and I've got a 4-star tier. I'm trying to play too many games though, so I can't really keep up on anything, especially as a free-to-play in Aura Kingdom Impact right now. I'm doing my best, but just been busy. A lot of stuff going on, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to set up stream elements. That's what I was doing. I was trying to set up stream elements, and it looked like it was working. Oh. But for some reason, it doesn't appear to actually be working, so I'll have to figure out what's going on with that later. Like, I was able to run simulated events, but it wouldn't let me, it didn't appear to work for the actual events. And just as a reminder, if you're thinking something's up about my my damage here, I am not wearing any gear. I mean, I could. I think I've got PvP stuff in my second slot here. Yeah, there we go. I did like nothing. Hello, Ming! Just running some chill tunes and running my way through the main quest here. Oh geez, 3 AM and you're stopping by. Shouldn't you be getting some sleep? You know, I don't think I have the name Day. I think somebody else has it. We can find out really easily. Our flower to Day. Yep, somebody has the name Day and it's not me. Why do I have a skull? Oh, this is from one of the oddities. I think somebody else took some other times of day too. Well, rest well, Ming, and thanks for stopping by to say hi. I appreciate it. Oh, I think I was turning my head a bit much there, huh? Alright, I got 2,500 fragments. So in Aura Kingdom Impact you need gold to fortify your equipment, but in this game you need fragments. So let's just take a little interlude here. Throw some forts on this. Wait, are those tradable ones? Yeah, I should be using the non-tradable first. Because I'm gonna throw this as the Awakening Holy Chest, but there's no way I'm gonna do that if it's not at least plus 21 or 22. And I'm already out of fragments. Yeah. After I finish up with the main quest on my little guy here, I was thinking of popping a big charm and trying to run a bit on my wizard because my wizard is lovely. I love my wizard. Alright, throw a link on there. I don't even know what this mount is. Oh no, it is a nice damage mount. I kind of just liked it because it was funny seeing a child on a motorcycle. Oh, should I keep a tab open just in case YouTube decides to approve my membership thing nice and early? Oh, they did. Hold on a minute. I just need to... I think I need to check my email then. That one. Yeah, it took them... Gosh, it took them 3 minutes to be approved. It said it would be up to 24 hours, or it could be over 24 hours. So, I guess as planned, I'm gonna hit the button, but remember, if nobody joins, we're taking YouTube for a ride. So, there we go. He's live. But I didn't get the Stream Elements thing working, so you won't get a shout out in, on the screen. That was anticlimactic, I'm sorry. Well, that really is how I feel about it. If nobody joins, it means we're taking YouTube for a ride. Yeah, I don't know. Like, here, it says I can run a simulation for a subscriber if I click that button. But, no, not even that's working anymore. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. I even installed their silly thing that overrode everything in my OBS studio. Then I had to get used to where everything moved. If it seems like I'm doing miserable damage, it's because he's resetting. Not because I actually can't attack. You know, my LP is fine. I could definitely buy some fortification fragments. I kind of want to get rid of this. Oh, it won't let me? Well, I guess we're gonna have a skull over our head till we leave the map then. Yeah, I just kind of keep clicking on the Stream Elements page to see if it does anything, and it recognizes that I'm live, so it's definitely connected to the right account. It's just not doing anything, so like I said, I'll figure it out next time. Gear improvement. Other. Yes, this is what we want. I have a lot of LP, and I've already bought the weekly stuff with it. Well, most of it. Oh right, they buffed Wizard again. I'm gonna have to look over it. People were saying that the Star Collar got nerfed in the patch today, but I haven't logged in yet. You know, I had an appointment to speak with somebody, like in a phone call, and I booked it 8 days ago. So I told them, look, that's the one time I'm available. Let's have this call. They called 45 minutes late while I was walking to the grocery store, and I'm like, look, bruh, you're the one that was late for the call. I can't be sitting here waiting at home for you. To be late to a phone appointment is pretty impressive. Like, I'm sure it's something that he was doing ran late, but, you know, shoot over a quick email saying, hey, sorry, won't be able to make the appointment. Let's reschedule, not call 45 minutes late and then expect me to still be waiting. Now, one of the things about Nunchuck that's really nice is its the saw blade skill, because it kind of places down a field, and then if anything enters into the field, it'll get hit with more saw blades. So I'm kind of excited to see how that'll work inside the dungeons, where you can like gather up a huge amount of mobs, especially in the second dungeon we have to do. But I wonder if I've got enough defense to be able to actually tank enough hits to get the most out of it. Like, if you watch the video I did for the Warbow rework, at the end, it broke my damage monitor. Like, the damage monitor was triggering so many times that it wasn't even listing the chat name anymore. I wonder if we can get it to do that with this one. Now we'll just do this properly. Someone said you can just run up the side and be done with it, but we'll do it properly. Oh, sorry, I was staring at stream elements again. I guess I gotta run up. You know, not big on yellow and purple. Oh, wait, am I supposed to wait here? I think so. It's been a while since I've done this one. Oh, there's another one up here. There. Fragments. We'll take a little interlude once again here to fortify that weapon. See if we get lucky. Probably not. Oh? Well, hold on. Let me fortify this one up a bit, and then we can do it at the same time. You can see gear score in the matchmaker now, Rain? That's scary. I'm out of fragments again. Screw this. I'm just doing it. Gear improvement, other. What is by 20? It's fine. I got LP for days here. Yeah, but I think if we decline 5 times, we also get blocked from matchmaking, right? So if all that's there is leechers. Come on, be nice. Well, once I finish with what I was planning to do here, perhaps I'll stop on over at Impact and see what's going on. Oh, here I am staring at it while it's not doing anything. Well, hold on. I still have to get it up above 20 before I go. I failed on an 80% last time, so I'm not playing. Can't believe I lost 4 forts on the transfer. Should have fortified the level S5 one so it took less fragments and then used the transfer. $40. No thanks. I'm taking it above 20 and that's that. I got LP to get fragments for out my ears, so I'm fine with that. It's just I've only got, I guess, 23 advanced forts. Riveting stream content. We're gonna run out of fragments again. this one. There. And weapon. Of course it'll go to 100 potential. Not that it makes a difference in this game, because in this game, when you succeed, your potential resets regardless. Finally, some luck. 22, I think. If I can even get there. Come on. There we go. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at 22. Alright, we're going. Awakening Holy Chest. Sacrifice 50%. It's a coin flip, guys. Yes! Oh, thank heavens. I failed on an 80% last time. 4 more to go. Get back in the game. I remember... that's unfortunate. I'm sorry, IG. I stole your good luck, because I made you wait for me. Right, will he enter into the ice zone? No. The AoE is kind of small for that one. But the saws themselves are pretty big. You see that? It was triggering afterwards. There we go. Oh, this is one of the Fontaine battle themes. As you might have noticed, I use just a random selection of music from mostly Genshin. Oh yeah, I saw the costume refinement notes as well, so I am curious as to what that's about. Can you use LP for them? You guys have to let me know if my Eidolon is done linking, because I totally cannot pay attention to that. So, costume refinement. I'm definitely going to have to investigate it myself, but... Wait, you can't even get the potions with LP? It's cash only? Wait, what are you doing? Jeez! Hard pass. The fact that they basically locked backpacks behind cash because they've made them so absurdly expensive that it's ridiculous to think of using LP for it. I kind of was letting that slide because of how many backpacks they were giving out in the main quest, but a source of stats that is strictly locked behind not only dismantling orange costumes, but also the cash shop? No thank you. Wait, is anybody using damage cap right now? Like, crit damage cap, okay, because I'm sure there's people that are getting there. But is there people that have damage cap concerns in Aura Kingdom Impact right now? And pen too, I don't like that at all. Especially since pen is about to come out. I mean, sure in the long run, but right now... I just mean that it's like a sleeper issue. Yeah, to be fair, most of those stats aren't going to do anything for you if you're not, like, pretty kitted out with the top gear right now. Yeah, if we start seeing the pen next week, that's gonna suck. That's the problem with sniper armor, is that I do think they need to chill on that, because sniper armor has the issue that you're not going to be able to put pen cards in them. Which means I should probably not fortify my level 70 armor. And yet. And they still won't release another class because I haven't made a video about Guardian yet. I still think they should leave us with level 70 gear. No! Oh. I say that, but just as a reminder, I am currently in level 70 PvP armor here, so don't worry about my dying in a solo mode. I could probably fortify this a bit too. Do I have any enchantment cards? No, just yeah, my little, my nunchuck here is a little cracked. Unfortunately, not sure I vibe with that news rain. That's quite nerve-wracking. Gonna be even harder to keep up then, huh? Hello Aizusa. I actually haven't played Impact since they released the patch yet, so I hear people are saying it's an improvement. Of course it's RNG. Of course it's RNG, everything is. Okay, how about I just hit you with that, and then I, peace out. Oh, did it miss? Oh. I love some of the things they're doing with Impact, like especially the matchmaking stuff. And I really love that the changes that they're making. I saw a couple screenshots and you guys were talking about it earlier, but ugh, not vibing with the vibing with this costume refinement thing. Yeah, IT lost 3 in a row, right? For the Awakening Holy Chest. And what percent, what probability were you at? Well, I mean, if AK's online... Oh, you're only doing 40%, okay. I still have a whole nother map to finish though, so I can't switch games right now. Where's that lady? I'm gonna estimate that it'll probably be about half an hour before I finish the second map, and I suppose I don't mind the idea of switching games. But I do want to at least finish what I set out to do. Probably about half an hour? can check out all the new stuff. So I guess there's not even really a purpose to dismantling the costumes if you aren't going to spend any cash shop money, huh? Unless you buy the potions off of other players? I don't like that at all. It's like they took the issue that people had with fortifying weapons, the fragments, and they switched over into more cash thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not liking the sound of that much. Alright, let's go. That should be it for this map. If you don't click swap stats, you won't get any stats at all. Wow. Is it locked to your costume or is it locked to the character? Like, it's not the same as shuffling on the costume, right? Okay. At least then they're not locking you out of dressing cool. Yeah, why did it make me run away when I was trying to do that? Alright. Anyway. Fine. There we are. Oh, hold on a second here. Oh, that button. Yeah, I've seen that button. Thanks. Dungeon without W key. Oh, that just sounds suffering. Next time, run sideways. If you hold A, and then just angle the screen with your hand, or with your mouse, you can run sideways the whole time and it's not that much slower. These out here. No, my keyboard does not even have arrow keys. I thought you got a new computer, IG. Wasn't that you were talking about that in the Discord the other day? Ah, 64 sounds like it would be really nice. Doesn't take up much desk space. But I think mine takes up even less. Also, the secret to this puzzle is just attack the 4 red ones. Well, what I suffer from is that my keyboard is a non-standard layout because it's an ortholinear split tenting keyboard. So the Enter key is actually also the Alt and the Control key, based on whether or not you tap it or you hold it. So a tap is supposed to be Enter, and a hold is supposed to be the Alt or the Control, depending which one you use. But, unfortunately, Order Kingdom doesn't recognize the tap/hold. In fact, the key just barely, like, very rarely ever works for enter, so I've rebound another key to enter for in Aura Kingdom. It's a workaround, but it's functional. And I did rebind some keys to the arrow keys, but the problem is that I hit them accidentally way too much. Sorry, you mean the keyboard type? Machoria? Is that what you're sorry wedding? An ortholinear split tenting keyboard? So ortholinear means the keys are in columns, so they're not staggered left and right like on a normal keyboard. Split means it's two parts, and tenting means that it's angled upward in the middle, so my hands aren't flat down, they're kind of more vertically positioned. It's easier on my wrists. I'd love a vertical mouse as well, but I think my hands are too small for your average vertical mouse. You know, I'd say I'd do a like a hand cam so you can see what a debacle of a setup this is, but I don't even know how to set that up with the space that I have. Who knows? Maybe that's what I'll do for members only, is the horrible hand cam. In oh gosh, I think my webcam that I have was like 20 frames per second, if that. 720p. Ah, that would be horrible. Collect dull pendant. Oh, there you go. Her spawn animation is gorgeous. You know, I was never really much into fancy keyboards, but at my last job, I had to use somebody who had one of those ortho keyboards once, the ones that have that big giant hill in the middle. And it's weird at first, but you kind of get it after a bit. And then I thought my typing kind of went downhill since I started using a left-hand ortholinear pad for some games. So I thought, what if I were to just do an ortholinear pad for both hands? And that's how I ended up going from just your average normal full keyboard to a something that anyone who looks at it, like anyone who's come over to visit and sees my keyboard, is like, just has to give it a try because it's so weird looking. Actually, my nephew, I think he's almost 3 years old. Like, he should be turning 3 this fall. Uh, barely speaks words, but you know, he's jumping up here trying to hit the buttons on the keyboard because it's so funky looking and he's never seen anything like it. Oh, hey, are we already on the dungeon? I don't think so. We're not quite. Yeah, not quite. I like the crystals. Sorry, I was just kind of staring at the crystals for a second. I know I should be careful because it's actually possible for me to die here, but... Oh yeah, that totally happened to me the other day, Majoria. Maybe we need a guard? Take the hits for us? You know, every once in a while the camera locks to the mouse and it's a mistake. I wonder why. Like it doesn't recognize the key, the let go of mouse. And it just follows around. I hate it when that happens. It was a mini banana. I'm sure there's important stuff going on here, but I have actually not read the quest properly for this area because I've always been in a rush to get through it. I like her staff. I wish I had gotten it for my wizard. For the longest time, they didn't have any really good looking ice weapons. So I ended up converting one of the, oh, here, I can find it in here. I think. I ended up converting... Right, it's not actually in here, but I ended up converting the blue version of this staff into a costume for my wizard. Because there was literally nothing that looked good as an ice wizard. I wish they had also made those costume conversion scrolls a little more accessible because they're cool as heck. Oh my gosh! Oh, thank you, Media Slime. You're the first ever beans, I guess. I didn't even know what to name it, so I named it Beans, like coffee beans. Oh my gosh. Like, I didn't have a good name, and I didn't think anyone would actually join. So now you guys know. I called my members the Beans. Yeah, it's one of my favorite games too, considering how long I've been playing it. Just beans. Yeah, I regret calling it the Beans now. Oh, that's got to be nice to have a with your wife. That's for sure. I just got my friends. And they're rapscallions, of course. Like a lot of enemies in the game. Hello, Moonex. This is not Impact, but I am actually probably going to be switching over to Impact as soon as I finish the this main quest here, because my friend Rain has been trying to get me to move over. Wait, this is solo mode, right? Yeah. Just as a reminder, my gear sucks, so if I die again in this dungeon, please no judgment. This is level 70 PvP armor just because I didn't have anything on my main tab. It would be so cool to gather up as many as possible, but I think we do that just before the last boss. Oh, you had another weapon, Aichi? Good luck. Oh. And then we're on to Yarun, I guess. Wow, that was 4 in a row failed. I'm really sorry. I think I stole all your luck with mine. Alright, throw that down and anybody that walks into the zone should get hit. Just like that. All according to plan. Yeah, all according to plan. Yeah, all according to plan. Reminder, the gear sucks. This is the original Aura Kingdom. So the official, I guess, what used to be the global server, where they merged together the 4 former area servers. That's this one. Goes up, the cap level is S40, so 140. And it's got, what, 20 classes right now? Aura Kingdom Impact is up to 8 classes? Or is it just at 7? No, it's 8. Oh, right, we already killed that boss. Yeah, so I'll be switching over to Impact after I make it through this dungeon, but it might take a bit because I kind of suck right now with the, Do I have any better gear here? No, that's even worse. As you can see, I don't really kit out all of my alts because I don't have enough gear for all my alts. It would be funny if I at least had a set of accessories or something in my warehouse that I should have been wearing. Yes, you can take the luck. Thanks for stopping by, Aichi, and better luck next time. Which server do you play Impact? Yeah, I think the NPC's next to the next boss, so we can just keep running and try not to die. Alright, hold on a second. I know my damage itself is quite bad, but it would be funny if I can survive long enough to see if I can mob up all of these guys. Nope, 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 nope. Definitely not strong enough to grab them all. And we should probably pick up some feathers if this is going to keep happening, huh? Nah. We'll just do the run of shame every time. But, like, do I have a warehouse card to see if there's anything in my warehouse I could be equipping here? Oh, great! To me too! Those... I suppose that can't hurt. Yeah, that's about all I can do to be stronger. Potions aren't gonna help because they keep one-shotting me. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that's good. The welcome to beans is staring at me. I feel like it should have the beans. I feel like I grab a feather, I run through, and we just beat the boss at this point. Grab me a feather, singular, and then it's on me to make it to the boss before everything kills me. That's backwards. Coffee beans! Coffee beans! I'm a fan of coffee, yes! So, Maturia, if you open if you open up a damage monitor chat and you look at what the name of the skill that's killing you is, you can compare that against the skills he has in his list. It's possible it's just that it's killing you before the animation completes or something. Either that, or he's giving you the stink eye and you just can't handle it. I'm really bad at following the meta, considering how fast it's changing while I have so much work and other things and other games going on, because I am also playing Expedition 33 right now. They sent out the rewards for the contest, so I picked up Expedition 33, loving it. But that does mean I have less time for like every individual game as I add in more that I'm trying to play at the same time. So I'm not really keeping up with the meta in Impact very well, but I have heard people in the Discord saying that the HP is more valuable than defense seems to be. Alright, we're just gonna quickly talk to you, throw that out. Oh, I didn't do the client quest. You guys are all gonna reset. You're gonna reset? Right, so, yeah, very odd. I had somebody on the YouTube comments asking how to get their HP above 200k, and it's like, I'm not sure whether to say you should probably just like completely sacrifice all of your defense points, but obviously fortifying armor alone isn't increasing your HP. So it feels like you want to put your points in HP and then just you deal with the defense for armor, right? Shoot! It doesn't count in this mode! Ugh, I did all of that and it doesn't even count when you beat the final boss. I'm sorry, we have to go again. Professional gamer right here. Yeah, I told them to fortify their accessory and trophy over the armor, but then also that because they fortified their armor, they could move some points over. That was the advice I ended up giving them. Anyway, now we have to do that all again because I forgot that it doesn't work in solo challenge mode. So I'm gonna grab another feather. Did I spend like 40,000 LP today? Yeah, but who cares? I got out of level on my holy chest. See, as long as I just run to the boss, I'm fine because my stats for versus bosses are fine. LP in this game is a little different. I usually make it to cap every week with the items that I get. Because every night I run the bond dungeons, which don't exist in Impact, so you guys don't know what those are, really. As long as I keep moving, we'll be fine. That's not even hitting anybody after I run away, or is it? Nope, not really. One down right here. Oh, they got me before I made it past. Ah, yeah, I saw that they added that as well, which is good because I need the lightning card if I'm going to continue playing with the Star Color. No, at least my run through and dive strategy worked. Well, pen card will probably be better in the long term, yeah. But aren't they supposed to stack? Wasn't there a thing in the notes about fixing the stacking? Gosh, I barely read them over. I was so distracted by that call I was supposed to have today and getting ready for that, and then they never even called. Hello Kurohise. There's a lot of stuff in the original Aura Kingdom that has been done to try to make it an easier easier to start. Like, you get a lot more benefits and items as you go through that'll help you catch up. But on the other hand, in that catching up, it's it kind of feels like you don't even know what you're doing and suddenly you're at level 100 and trying to beat the Awakening Challenge. So I get that. But the reason why I'm kind of struggling to say that you should definitely start with Aura Kingdom Impact is because I'm not feeling super positive about some of the changes that I've heard them saying today. So I actually have an alternate account that I play on this old Aura Kingdom, which is the current account I'm on has spent a little bit of money in the past, but hasn't spent anything in a couple years, as well as really didn't spend I think I estimated before that the total amount I spent on this game over 10 years was about $150 Canadian max. But some of the things that they're doing in the other Aura Kingdom Impact, I'm a little bit concerned about the viability for free-to-play players. It seems like they've definitely got some low spender friendly stuff. But the other thing about Impact is that there's just more people around right now. So if you're looking to have fun with other people, in regular Aura Kingdom, you're not really going to start finding other people until you get to later game because everybody is in late game. So Impact might be more fun, especially short term. But there's just so much more going on in Old Aura Kingdom. Like, there's so many more maps, there's so many more costumes, there's just so much more going on. It's hard. I am thinking that I'd like to put together a which game should you play video. But I think I have to think a bit more about my opinion about both games. That's my favorite dance, right? There we go. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely playable. OG Aura Kingdom has so many things that make it easier for new players to get in and get going, whereas in the new Aura Kingdom Impact, because it's so new, it is going to be probably a little harder to like get on par with the people that have been playing with from the start. That being said, it's got so much nice quality of life too. Ah, it gets so hard. Hello, Rim. Copium. Hey, I'm playing both versions, so it's not Copium. I just play whichever one I feel like at any given time, right? Whichever one I'm feeling more like playing. So if I want to stare at my Poseidon, I'll play this one. Oh, congratulations! Anyway, I did say I'd switch over to Impact, so Rain, get ready, I guess I'm going over. Impact lets you know but gears on Eidolon. Yeah, I saw that they added Eidolon gear stuff in like the gear tab. I have no idea what that's about. Oh, I haven't patched it, so it has to patch. Ah, what a beautiful screen. Just a black background. Yeah, so the days that I run dungeons is with my 2 other Guardian Knights that I was going to run with right here. So when it comes to 1 Guardian Knight or 2, unfortunately, in terms of efficiency. Right, let me just switch this over to this one. Oh, that's right, gotta change that setting. That's it. There we go. Hold on, it wants me to do my verification code. Make sure nobody else is stealing my account. Do. 1 second, it wants me to prove I'm me. Yeah, I totally get that, Dark XP. When I run on my own, I basically only ever play as a bard because your chances are much better to actually get anything. But the problem with that is that I've noticed that the other day we ended up getting a whole bunch of bards in Recruit. There we go, now I'm back. Sorry about that, I had to do the verification and my phone was the easiest way to get to my email. 3 bards? Wait, they join and then they don't even kill anything? But then they literally lose their LP and their entrance. That's very silly. That's very, very silly. Nope, I put some random crap in the auction house. Did any of it sell? Oh, some of it sold. Yay, I made some G. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that. That if 0 monsters were killed, you don't lose your attempt. I thought it said that you did. My HP seems low. What happened? Oh, that's right. I changed over to Gazigla. And it's not fully fortified. Oh, sorry. You invited me to a party and I entered the dungeon because I was right next to it. Wait, you can't use a request to join team from inside a dungeon anymore? That's very silly. No, you can't even use request to join team at all. Oh well. I forgot using teleport on this map just takes you to the training grounds. I also kind of wish that you could just, like, do a quick hop into a solo dungeon. While you're in a party, but instead it just literally won't let you. I could sweep it. But I'm much less blessed with LP in this game. Sweeping's not worth it, correct? But if it's like 6:30 in the morning, and I get a call from work saying, hey, we need you at 8 a.m., I would rather sweep the dungeon and get a couple of just a teeny bit of gold and whatnot for my LP, rather than get like nothing, right? So I don't hate it. Just grabbing up some quests because our guild isn't doing so hot, but we may as well still try to recruit. I did say that I'm a bad guild leader, so nobody can join the guild and complain that it's a bad guild, because I warned them before joining. At 100 LP per ticket, if you just go to Navia and do the core refining quests for a couple tickets and just throw them in there, that's nice and fast, doesn't take long, you get just a little bit of something something. I think that's worth it. It's for those days when you just don't got time. Oh yeah, adding me as a friend. Oh, that's gonna be media slime. Yay! Oh, my gear score, is it acceptable? I guess it's still acceptable. Holy crap, Reminar Kingdom! I look pretty pathetic next to you guys. At least I'm not half. Exposed. I would say cotton 4K, but this stream is only 1080p. Oh, my gear. Sorry, my skills. Where is my, I'm on the wrong path. No, 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 no. I'm not on the right weapon mastery path. Oh, hey, Lousy. I don't have my skill. There we go. Yeah, so when I'm using the sweet ones before work, because I don't have enough time to actually run, I switch over to the mastery that I don't like. That way I can just get a little bit of extra mastery experience. It's a great way to get a little bit of mastery experience. Alternatively, use your sweep cards when you're on a completely different class that you never use, and you'll get more points entirely there, because you get just a little bit, right? But it's enough if it's a class you're not actually using. So yeah, totally viable using sweep cards for that kind of thing too. Oh, and this time I've actually got gear, so I can't use the excuse that I'm in bad gear. So I better not die, huh? I feel like I should probably be a little bit less chill vibes on the music too. Hello, Raphael! It's because of jump casting. If you'll give me a moment here to explain. Alright, so when you use a skill, you can cancel the animation by using it just before you land. So the truth is that I'm actually quite bad at jump casting, because ideally you want to use it right before you land. Anything else I can use without a cast? Right, so it casts the skill, but then it also cancels the animation. So if it's done just right, you'll actually do auto attacks at the same time as the skill is casting. But I'm actually really bad at doing it in combat. So the main purpose of my jump casting is to prevent me from getting rooted while I'm using skills. So it helps me from standing still for a moment while I'm using skills. Because for skills, you'll usually pause for a second while you're using it. Not all of them, but for a lot of them. Oh, I should have used a drop card. You guys can run ahead for a second. I'm just gonna hop over here. Limited. Treasure charm. Yeah. I made a video, like a short actually, about it, so you could see it ideally, or I think more clearly than what I was doing there. Especially the jump casting. I took some really nice shots with a stationary enemy where you could actually see how the gun class was able to get in 2 auto attacks in the time that the cast animation for its tornado shot skill that's name is escaping me. I'm sorry, that was a terrible advertisement for my own content. But yeah, I've got an example of how it works in a short video. But even if you can't do like the perfect timing where it cancels the animation right as you're landing while you're in combat, I'm a lot better at doing that when I'm using a controller because just it feels easier. But even if you're not getting your perfect jump casting for the auto attacks, you're still preventing yourself from being rooted, so it makes it easier to avoid like the red circles and keep up with your party members in dungeons. Oh, I don't even know what to do with my points. I feel like I should continue building up accuracy, but I'm not positive that we need it just yet. I guess we'll see. Oh yeah. Do we have? Oh, I guess that's Storm class would be Tachi right now. I'll throw it in my warehouse. Why not? Oh, you don't have to switch over to equipment collection. It'll let you do it from this window. That's nice. Still don't have the buffs from the rest of our party, though. That's one of the things I kind of dislike about the way that the parties run here. Is that because it removes you from the party, all of your class buffs are reset. 200. I'm sure I'll make up that charm that I bought. Rem thinks I'm not doing enough damage, so it sent me more snacks. Or should I say, it's a really hot day, so thank you very much for the ice cream. Use it now, Rem! Use your day charm now! I'm glad I'm not the lowest, but Rimi's fine as a bard. Our bard is doing great. Oh, is there a sound notification? I literally have no volume from the game right now. Am I even doing damage to these guys? A little bit. I'll pull out the dragon wings once we get to the spiders, because we'll probably need it this time. Oh, I hate the spiders. I mean, I hate spiders in real life too, but in this particular dungeon, when you're not quite strong enough, the spiders hit really hard because they've got some nasty debuffs. And I think I'm gonna die here. Oh, see, this is why we like Rumi. I should not have jumped that far forward. Oh, hey, we are gonna hit max GK level pretty quick here. It's like 3,100 some odd? almost done. That's Steep's Cavern, and I don't know if we'll go down that far. Yeah, this game is very well optimized, and there's definitely no places where you can fall through the ground much area. In fact, I don't know that I've ever gotten it on stream, but there's a particular spot inside one of the Bond dungeons I do, and it's the Titan's Root, where I very frequently fall through the floor into the water below, and it's actually quite beautiful down there, so it's surprising that they're not doing anything with all those out-of-bounds zones. They put a lot of effort into them. And someone was sharing in the Discord this morning that they had this, where they were knocked into the sky during a boss, and the boss died while they were in the sky, and then they just literally never came back down. So, very well set up game. You know, there's something about games that are a little bit buggy that I like. I should probably eat this over my filet mignon. Yeah, okay, I'll eat it. Are we okay on the spiders here? Yeah, it seems like we're doing okay on spiders. Oh, I don't even have my release skill on here. Hold on. There. Speaking of going into the sky, though, I'm pretty sure there was a bug before where if someone used Ravager's Soaring Slash and then teleported while using Soaring Slash, like someone did the thingy. Oh yeah. Am I looking at the physical element? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be looking at, Rem. Level 70 physical element pen shield. That's interesting. It took me a second to realize why that was funny. I was too distracted by the, Oh, why am I not using tier? I forgot that after maintenance it resets your Eidolons. Every other day of the week when I log in, tier is out. Yeah, push over. And with that, I've got my first Guardian Knight. Up to level, up to cap level. Nice. Yeah, it was pretty easy, but I've only got 2 of the Mark of the Thunder Kings. I'm up to 10 total. Oh yeah, maybe that's the reason why when people are talking about how ineffective defense is, I haven't been really paying that much attention. I am still using a critical hit damage reduction emblem here because I haven't bothered to upgrade to a better one for DPS. That's the secret to my survival. I have not checked out Eidolon equipment, so that's down here somewhere. Actually, where is it? Oh. Wait, just like straight up equipment? Oh, my party is running without me. Focusing on that. You just straight up equip them with regular gear? What the heck? Is it per Eidolon? Do they really want you to put a set of fortified gear on every Eidolon, or does it swap with every Eidolon? Well, I mean, sure, I'll go grab my Devourer set off of my alt and put it on there, but like, when I switch Eidolon, does that clear out, or do you like have to equip them separately? Okay, because I was thinking if they want me to have a full set of gear on all 4 Eidolons in my palette, nyeh. Not happening. But the idea of having to... I guess you can just use your previous set of gear on it, but then, like... Your alt's gonna suck. Eidolon doing damage meta. Frankly, for the first however long I was playing, my Eidolon had more damage than me. Like... It's about half mine now, or a little less than half. I have done Sky Tower once, because I just haven't been around to do it properly. Did they add more floors to Sky Tower, or is it still only up to 10? I don't think I hit any of those mobs. How much does a reset cost now anyway? I mean, it's getting up there. I didn't want to use Nebula on Ruth because I wanted to make sure we got rid of all the flowers first. Oh, congrats! I think I'm still running my weapon gems as just like whatever I had. Yeah, I still got a level 41 in here too. Kind of feels like it should say the number here for your total specialization level. Oh well. See, that's what I'm talking about, Machoria. So you don't want to level other characters, but you do want to get some points. So all you gotta do is on the day when you're busy and you don't feel like doing solos, go ahead and grab some of those sweep tickets, swap your class, and just go for it. I also recommend doing, once you've got yourself to level 60 mastery, at least on the path that you like the most on your class, swap to a different class when you're doing your dimensional hauls. A lot of points, especially if they're low level. Still don't know what to do at this point. Whatever. Put in crit damage. Oh. You sent it to me? Well, I'm not going to turn down free stuff considering how much I've accepted free stuff, but I'll safely stow that away. You know, I've been thinking about switching to a Guardian sub for my Starcaller because of the lightning debuffs. See what happens. Yep. Yeah, you guys didn't see that. It's fine. I feel like we should have slightly more energetic music. Hold on. I put it on the chill vibes playlist, but maybe we need to go for the high energy playlist. Yeah, ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah. I need to edit this playlist too. Anyway, here we are, slightly more higher energy. That way I don't fall asleep. The downside of switching to the Guardian as a subclass is that I would be completely reliant on bards for healing. And that's fine when I'm playing like this in a party where we have a bard that's doing a great job. But when we don't have a bard doing a great job, I'm kind of just like sunk. Okay, so when I was looking through the changes to the Starcaller class, I think they reduced the amount that the skill Nebula hits, but they've increased the damage of each hit. I think that's the intention of that, is to try and like reduce the lag a bit. But people are still calling it a nerf. Maybe I misread what the effects were. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's hitting less. That was a waste. Man, they're so stingy with those emblems. You need 30 of them for one of the secret stones, too. Party like this would be nice when I do team dungeons since I'm too weak to solo them. I agree, I am also too weak to solo them, which is why I've got my ridiculously overpowered party basically carrying me through at this point. And also, hello, Materas! Right now in this version, Impact, I believe we're up to 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so they've added in Guardian and Bard since the initial 6 that they started with. And then in the OG version of Aura Kingdom, there's 20 still. That's why there's a lot of discussion about what classes come in next, because there's a lot to choose from. Personally, I'm really hoping for Borbo to come next, because the revised Warbow is an absolute debuff machine. It has got so many debuffs. And I really want to see what that's like in this game, because I know they've nerfed a whole lot of debuffs. Ravager would be nice too. I'd love to have Ravager. Warbow or Ravager. If it's a ranged class, I want Warbow, and if it's a melee class, I want Ravager. Come on. It's fun. I'm not a fan of that gap where he's there and attackable but not vulnerable. And it wastes my Nebula. In Impact, we got plenty of players here. Our recruitments have been going quite well. Someone said something about the UI changing. Like the size of the debuff bars? Oh. Now Reapers... I wonder how Reaper would feel without any of like the lifesteal effects, because doesn't like Reaper and Sorcerer especially have a lot of their kit built around the fact that they can not lifesteal so much as just their skills stealing HP, right? But just as a side note, I don't talk about the private servers here, so I'm not going to make any comments about what's available there. I guess let's snag those. Man, that's a pretty bad roll for the OP, especially since we're talking about the big ones. Now, this Skiwi person has been sticking with us the whole time. I added them as a friend. Go for it, Matera. No. Gosh, I should have added them at the beginning. PvP in... I'm sorry, I actually don't know. I am not a fan of PvP. And I haven't looked through the classes enough to really get a handle for which ones have the best compatibility with PvP. So, I think your best bet would be to come over... Oh, goodness, I was distracted. Come over here to your battlefield. No, not that, sorry. Do they have the... Oh, they don't even have the rankings. I was gonna say, just open up your rankings and see what's going on in the rankings to see what class is doing the most kills, and you can use that as a guideline for what most people are playing in PvP, but I guess if we don't have a ranking, is there even really that much in the way of reward? It's basically just the coins, eh? Oop. I should contribute to the boss fight. And that makes sense, because there's no benefit. See, in the other game, by being on the PvP leaderboards, you would get things. Like, you'd get LP, and you'd get titles, and you'd get, like, bonus stats for the week period of the PvP, right? But while there's literally no benefit except more PvP gear, then yeah, it makes sense that it would be dead. So we gotta wait till this leaderboard feature is unlocked. Then we can start worrying about what is actually good in PvP. I suppose I would say Bard probably, but Bard's healing was debuffed in PvP. I'm just really bad at PvP. I'm sorry, I can't give you very good advice on it. Every time I try to play in PvP, I even started fortifying up a PvP set for the OG server and like getting a really good set going on my guns. I can't. Like, even in a relatively decent set, my heart rate just spikes every time I go into PvP, and I cannot make good decisions and my fingers don't hit the right buttons. I get too nervous. And let me tell you, when I've been playing Expedition 33. If anyone's familiar with how Expedition 33 plays, um, in boss fights, I get so nervous. I can barely, like, attempt to dodge properly. For the time being, I am still playing on the normal difficulty, not the easy difficulty, but I might switch it down just because it's so hard for me to get the timing right because I get too nervous. And since we're on the topic again, the reason why I was able to pick up Expedition 33 is because of the invite contest for the Aura Kingdom Discord. So thank you very much to everybody that joined the Discord from my link, because that's the reason why I was able to get it. They sent me the Steam card last Friday, so I've just been playing a bit every night since then, and it's a beautiful game. Even if the battle system triggers the same kind of anxiety as PvP in me. Yeah, it is expensive. But, you know, originally I was planning on streaming it. Like, streaming the game. So you guys could all make fun of me for my horrible timing. But ultimately, I'm glad I decided against it, because I went in as blind as possible, and I have come to the realization that that was the absolute best way to go into the game. So if you're considering playing it, don't look up anything about it. Like about the story or spoilers or anything. Just go in blind. And also don't tell me any spoilers because I don't want to know. I want to enjoy it at my time. Those aren't getting auto-used. I swear I had them in here. And they're still not getting auto-used. You know, speaking of Expedition 33, I was actually just thinking about how in, like, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, they came up with their own swear words, so the characters could actually be quite vulgar, using words that were the equivalent of swears, but were completely innocuous in our language. And in Expedition 33, they just straight up used regular swear words, but then also they swear in French, and I wonder whether or not by doing it in French, that kind of affects. I mean, the rating obviously is a non-starter, but I wonder if you could get away with that as like swearing in alternate languages, and then have a lower rating. Like I said, not really for Expedition 33 because it's already got a high rating, but I was just thinking about it as like we're swearing half in English and half in French. The bane of my existence is that reserved for the Ice Dragon King instance box that appears on screen. 3 cells. So for this section of the dungeon, these guys don't follow you. You can just run right through them. There's no reason to take all the time to fight them. I mean, unless you're Rem who can nuke them, but... It's annoying when they don't follow you, because then your AoEs are, like, extremely limited in how much they can hit. That was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. No, that was not what I wanted to do either. I'm so good at this game. Might be more fun to have saved all the boxes till the end and then open them all to see how much LP I get, but I've already started opening them, so I may as well. I don't think I've quite made up the amount that I lost buying the advanced treasure turn, but that's fine. Man, I'm gonna miss that once it's gone. Ah, these people doing the... Yeah, I've got the orange ones as well. Excellent question, Gray. There's really no easy way to put this. The original version of the game, when it was being translated for area, 2014-ish era, they did a pretty good job of going through and being very cautious to make sure that there was consistency. But over time, there was definitely less effort being put into the translations and the consistency. And then when X-Legend took over, it's basically AI translations right now. So we have a member of the staff of X-Legend in the OG Aura Kingdom Discord right now, kind of explained about the process that they have for the translation checkers right now, and it's they've got very few staff taking care of that. So I'm doing my best to try to explain how the classes work as they were being released in videos. Like, I put together a guide for how the Stellar Zephyr works specifically, because it's just such a convoluted class, as well as Bard, because they don't. If you don't read over the entirety of how the skills work, the tones won't necessarily make sense. So I've been trying my best to try and get that information out there, but yeah, basically it's because they've decided to rely on AI to handle the translations. Nothing good. Whoop! Should probably attack the boss here, hey? And in fact, one of the things that you've probably noticed is that the names of, like, the basic versions of the dungeons, like the equipment versions, are different from the versions in for like eidolons and fortifications, and that's because they're using the original area translations for the equipment version, and they're using their own new whatchamacallit, AI version of translation for the other versions, which means that there's inconsistency between the exact same dungeons too. So that's great. Love that. But I still like the game, so if I had more time, I would try to do like an in-depth description of how each class's systems works myself. But instead I'm too busy just doing everything else. I'm gonna try and get the Guardian one out this week, I'm sorry. The mount with 20% stats. Right now, I'm pretty sure we don't have mount stats in Impact. The 20% stat mount was actually not ideal in the other version of the game because there was other much more valuable things that you could get with it, or could get on your mount stat, sorry. So the 20% all stats mount doesn't bother me that much. Whoop. Am I gonna survive this one? Oh, our bard is amazing. So much going on screen, it's barely moving. I'm actually kind of worried that they'll put in mount stats, and then the mount stats are going to be like not as free-to-play accessible. Because even in the OG Order Kingdom, it's not exactly free-to-play accessible. Because re-rolling, unless you're using the guaranteed 4th level ones, you're not likely to get a super great one. Like, the rates are quite low. I gotta fix my weapon, too. I don't want to be party lead, so I'll let them get out first. Oh, shoot. Yep. Oh, wrong button. I was gonna say, not a chance that you can no, you can't take care of or dismantle the green ones. And I've already got that. I suppose you specifically asked if I have a 20% all stats mount, and the truth is, over on the OG Order Kingdom, I do have one of those. But like I said, I only use it basically on characters that have I only use it on characters that have very low equipment. Matchmaker being limited to field maps? The reason, I believe, was because it was taking so much longer for, it was taking a really long time for people that were in Navia to get into the dungeons, and so it was kind of adding to the complaints about people having, like, already killed the first boss before the next, like, before somebody had loaded into it. And that's my understanding, is just that because you had to move out of Navia and then into a channel, it was taking exceedingly long. Whereas if it's just channel to channel, it's not as long. So I appreciate them making it so you can't join Matchmaker in Navia. Ditto for Guildhall, I think. It was the exact same circumstances that they never made it available there in the first place, but just because it would take so long to load. Oh, yikes. Yeah, the 20% all stats mount looks a lot better than it is once you get to endgame. So, like, it's really helpful when you're still trying to get up there, but once you've got, like, your flat stats aren't an issue, a lot of other options are actually a lot better bang for buck. Like, particularly on the OG server, you've got the mounts that give you 40% skill damage, and those ones tend to be a lot better. You've also got, like, the individual per class skill damage ones, which are much more niche, so they can be a lot cheaper, and if your class happens to be one of the ones where it's got the skill that's your big DPS skill, then that's actually quite nice. But it does vary. I've heard some people say that, for example, Warbow, the skill damage mount, like specifically skill damage mount, isn't as good because of diminishing returns. When you charge a skill, you're already getting skill damage bonuses. And so for Warbow, it would be better to use a dark mount than the dark skill. Or sorry, a dark skill mount over the one specifically for Warbow's dark skill. So there's a bit of nuance involved in picking your mount stats, but generally, flat stats, just a 20% flat stats, not... That sounds weird when you put it that way, but just 20% to all stats isn't as effective in endgame on the OG Aura Kingdom. Should stop opening up these card boxes, or my inventory will be filled with them again. Go ahead and just use... Oh shoot, I forgot. This was supposed to be on that button. That's why I keep accidentally hitting the holy skill. Frame rate. We lost our bard, oh no! Busy laughing at my frame rate while the bard is dying. Probably should have saved that for the boss, huh? I think we're fine, though. What song is this? Oh, Close to the Edge. Me and my weird music collection. Honestly, if I were leveling up from 0 to 70, it probably wouldn't be more than one day. In this game, leveling is extremely fast. I guess I have the music pretty quiet. I could turn it up. I have to keep it relatively quiet though, because it hurts my delicate ears. But I should not be opening up these. My inventory's a mess. Oh. We get 4 cancellations before we have to stop for half an hour if we goof and don't get the right person. Kind of feel bad for that person. Wait, can we disassemble these? Nope. I know we're kind of cheesing the system in a way that it wasn't supposed to be used. It's supposed to be that you don't get to choose your party, so you get the LP as a reward for that, being like open to having people that you're not expecting in here. So we're kind of cheesing it by having like a set party and having the last person just time their joining, but At least they've added a penalty for if we cancel it too many times. Okay, that is a little bit loud for my poor ears. There we go, I think that's better. Yellow is not very helpful. So the problem with this section is that yellow is heal after a certain period of time. So it's not going to stop you from progressing. Red is just a consistent heal, so you can ignore that one as well and just kill the boss as long as you've got enough DPS. But the two blue ones are both shield varieties. I'm not 100% sure the details on what shield is what. But if you see all red and all yellow circles, just run through them to clear them in hopes of getting the blue ones up for when the boss starts, because you have no reason to actually break the red or yellow shields if your DPS is high enough, but you're still going to need to break the blue ones if they spawn. Although I noticed in party mode that one of the blue shields wasn't breaking properly. Or sorry, in solo mode, one of the blue shields wasn't breaking properly. I think the gold was the one that was actually breaking it for me for some reason. Let's save our double blue wing for this guy. If I can actually get a target on him. I guess not. So, if you get the penalty, could you just, like, join in with a different party? And then that party matchmakes? Or it says that somebody in the party is not eligible for matchmaking? Questions that might need answers. Wow. I barely contributed that boss because I was too busy asking for free stuff. Okay. So if I say no, it's only me. Gotcha. I should goof around with that on my alt count a bit. Although I don't really want to screw with some other people. Huh? Oh no, my guild member was got a green costume that I don't have. So I'm just gonna kind of throw it in my collection and move along, that's all. Although if I want to be horrible, I need a lot of gold to fortify my equipment, but please don't send me gold, I'm fine, I'll figure it out. By which I mean I should probably clean my inventory a bit here, eh? Yep, you are not a store. I could probably sell that, I should throw that on tier, that's what I should do. Probably don't need that. Endurance hat, don't need that. At a time. I'll throw one of these out. I like a little bit more move speed. Actually, what I'm short of is the mid-level accessory forts. I had so freaking many of them. I thought there was no way it wouldn't be enough. Like, I had over 1,000. And then I just had bad RNG. Oh, wait, I said I was gonna stick. Yeah. On there. Oh, I guess I can't do it in combat or something? Oh, there we go. How to be a bad party member. I'm just gonna spawn these guys so that they can follow after me and actually attack them. Remember, we're not spider fans in this household. Oh geez, our kingdom's already at almost 300,000 HP here. Oh, are we really going to the boss like this? Oh no. And oh, sorry, Maturia. Have you done the fortification dungeons since the patch? I thought I saw someone saying something about the teleports. Did they add teleports in all of them now? Because that would be nice. Because you kind of have to do the lower level ones to be able to get the mid-level fortification scrolls. Stay near the bard. Stay near the bard. Good, 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 good. Because that was really annoying. Literally me playing another game while my character is running between the bosses. That was very annoying. Come on, let me... Yikes. Yikes. Oh, so they don't quite have the zones right. I feel like so long as players are going to run dungeons where you do still have mobs between the bosses, they're going to want to have high move speed. But at the very least, because everybody's move speed is so much lower in this game than they were used to, is from that after that first week, like you got the 100% bonus for your first week and then you just have to suffer. At the very least, they've kind of mitigated a little bit of the suffering. A little bit. Yeah, I was gonna say I could fortify my Gazigla a bit, but no, I can't. Grade 2 low. Or grade 2 high. Look, I bet 3,000 of these freaking superiors. Oh, and they made it so it defaults to 10 here now. That's nice. That way when I'm mass opening, I don't have to keep putting in the... Oop. Didn't mean to sell that. Yes, I plus 20 the accessories rain. That's what ate up all of my forts. Titan's Flaming Soul is almost 20. Now we get to see who it is that's letting us down entering the dungeons, eh? They're not really letting us down, they're just being a bit slow. I suppose this is where I have to admit that I was the slow one for the longest time. So we do need that. Oh, well, probably keep those. Yeah, it looks like they got all the spawning spiders down. Hello, I think it's probably because... the duelist is a little bit too single target focused. It's not very comfortable to play, especially like when this group of mobs come here. If you imagine that you're only hitting one of those at a time while you can't heal at all, that's one of the reasons why I see duelist as being quite uncomfortable to play. I'd love to give it a solid shot, but the idea of facing off against a mob of spiders like this and having to attack them one at a time kind of sucks. So I think that we'll probably see more people being able to comfortably play Duelist once we have more options for Eidolon infusions to expand their area of effect for attacks. And Maturia, I'm gonna say probably you won't regret not crafting them. If you can get through what we've got going on right now without it, that's probably fine, because you're gonna likely need to get the next set to be able to put pen cards in the accessories. Level 81. Man, I just realized they're gonna drop 75, and we'll literally have 0 sources of pen, and the dungeons will have pen in them? Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. Oh, the only source will be that costume infusion thing that I'm not going to be able to do. There we go. Big props to the bard for keeping me alive standing inside that absolute mess. Very impressive, bard. See, you guys might be looking at Remy's gear score and thinking, wow, look how low that gear score is. But number 1, she's got more HP than me with the lower gear score. Number 2, she's keeping us alive. And number 3, MVP. So gear score is not everything. I could probably turn these quests, eh? Yeah! I think that the real jump that's going to be 100% necessary is going to be once we need pen. Not so much the level 71. Rain made me craft them because I'm struggling with the fortifications, or keeping up on the fortifications with how little I'm playing comparatively. I'm still putting in a good amount of time every day, I think. At least an hour. But like, I thought I almost beat Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, I did not have gold for Flockia, that's true as well. I thought I was almost done playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. I was not. The credits rolled and the game wasn't over, so that was a come on moment for me. I'm also playing Genshin on a couple accounts. Obviously I've got my other Order Kingdom account, then I've got this game, and now I'm playing Expedition 33 as well. So on top of that, I'm really trying to work on the Lance rework video, but I haven't been doing a good job. And then of course I was trying to get ready for launching the membership, since YouTube said, hey, we'll give you a present if you launch it. And I wanted the present. Oh hey, I got 1,000. Very nice, very nice. Oh, that is so much nicer. I'm glad they changed that to default to being the 10 boxes. See, I wasn't sure how I felt about using gold to fortify at first, because on my regular Aura Kingdom account, I basically just spent, like, how much LP on fortification crystals? A lot. I spent a lot on it. If I was doing my Vault of Eternities, it wouldn't be an issue, but I'm not doing Vault of Eternity right now. I thought gold might be a little bit easier, but the way that they've kind of restricted the way that you can run dungeons definitely makes it harder to build up gold. Especially since I've only really got about an hour a day to play on normally. Oh. Probably, but you'd have to be able to beat the party mode by yourself. Which would be fine on lower level dungeons, of course. Yeah, personally, I wouldn't have an issue with the lower level dungeons too. Petties it's gonna get. Yeah, it still takes time though. Yeah, that's true. I usually switch over to, what do you call it? I usually switch over to Stellar Sphere when I'm running the, lower level dungeons, just because they've got so much bigger AoE that it makes it a lot easier to pass through. And now that I've got a relatively decent set of sniper armor, fortified to a plus 20 at least. I can still, like, one-shot all the mobs inside those dungeons. I think it's slightly more, but on the OG Aura Kingdom, you could run them a lot more times. Like, this one is extremely limited in the amount that you can run the dungeons. Whereas on the old server, you have 3 solo modes, and you've got 4 party modes. So even though you get slightly less for each run, you can run way more times. Plus it resets over the day. Wow. We're gonna get a reputation for being terrible matchmaker cancellation. Yeah, I've got 3 accumulated cancellations, so... we all do. Yeah. I suppose I need that for my bard, so I'll take it. Send card later. I'm being #funded. Except that I'm playing as a lightning bard. Because of tier, of course. Did they speed up these conversations? No, I don't think so. Too many people matchmaking, we can't pull our sneaky trick. Personally, I'd rather just go, but this is what we're gonna have to do if we're gonna try and sneak in with an actual set party. I'm just gonna look around and see if I could find any more eavesdropping while they're deciding what to do. Unfortunately, I'm kidnapped, so it doesn't really matter what happens. I'm just gonna end up doing it. Time to suffer. I don't think there's any more combos up here. Wow, I didn't even want to sit still long enough to get a buff. So this version of this dungeon, I don't think I can do any damage at all. Yeah, basically none. So I'm just here to look pretty. I mean, my damage isn't nerfed that bad, but yeah. I'm just gonna be here to look pretty, that's all. Stand back here, throw a nebula in there and not approach. That's why we got a guardian, right? To hold all the DPS or hold all the aggro while I don't do something dumb like jump inside the anger pit. Flockia's got the bonus damage on it, right? I mean, it's just 10% crit damage. The Flockia bonus could outperform it. Especially if you've got a low crit rate. I mean, my crit rate's not doing too bad anymore, but it was pretty bad before. Oh, does Flocky have speed and blinding doesn't? He still has speed. Or is Flocky's set bonus have speed and I just forgot about it? Ah, yeah, set bonus has speed. Yeah. Yeah, I think 10% crit damage isn't as valuable as the speed, because crit damage you can get in a lot more places, or like on secret stones and whatnot, right? Which reminds me that I have not reshuffled my secret stones at all yet. Ugh, more things I have to do. But I'm too busy spending my gold on fortifying my gear and my LP on... Oh my gosh, so I've actually spent my LP, because I stored up LP for quite a while. And then I spent it all in one go to pick up... Where is it over here? This here thing. The 30 Rainbow Gem tickets. And, yeah, don't recommend. I do not recommend spending 70,000 LP on the Rainbow tickets, because I got very little to show for it. And when you use the LP store to get the Rainbow tickets, the items you get from Paragon are non-tradable. So hitting Eidolon fragments isn't even a way to make any kind of profit. In fact, there's zero way to make profit because you have no way to sell any of it. So, really not impressed with that. I did get this back equip, but it doesn't look very good with my outfit, so I've got it hidden anyway. And that's about all I got. That and a bunch of charms. Of course, now Titan's empty. It's not that it's more impactful, it's just that it's a little bit harder to get speed. So you really want to have 50% speed. As you can see here, my stats for speed is currently at 50%. And the reason why you want 50% is because not only does that affect how often you can use your skills, but it actually affects how long your ticks are. So if you've got any kind of healing or damage ticks on, like dot ticks on enemies, they're actually faster if your speed is at cap amount. So ideally what you want to do is you want to get your speed to capped up with as few points as possible, and then you can start putting your points into crit or damage. Yeah, so 10% crit damage. 10% crit damage is a little bit easier to source than 2000 speed. I'm gonna say, do we have the... is it speed on the ice cream? But no, it's just damage and crit rate. Although the fact that you have to use the LP store to even get any stats on your secret stones. Are we just gonna run through? Or are we gonna actually fight? Oh, we lost Skeevy. I'm not doing any damage anyway, I'll come and revive you. There we go. But then the other thing, of course, is the bonus hit that you get from Flokia. It does damage. Like it's got basically a zeal. And in Order Kingdom, we love our Zeals, which are extra hits on damage, on hit. Or extra hits on hit. Basically just bonus damage. Which we call Zeal because of this here mastery that everybody uses. You know, I used to have a chart, not a chart, a little Word document that said the rates for how much each source of Zeal or bonus damage or double strike was worth. Like how much extra damage each one hit was, but I cannot find it on my hard drive to save my life. Reserved for the Aqua Dragon King instance. Of course, that's still borked. Yeah, you can. You just need to go to the LP store. Gear improvement? Refinement. Secret Stone 1, Secret Stone 2. Mastery. Oh, okay. So Mastery allows you to keep your current one if you don't like the new reroll. And the other two allow you to roll the other slots individually. So it's actually quite expensive to reroll Secret Stones in this game. So maybe that makes 10% crit damage not so, Olgus. Yeah, his name is Olgus in the Taiwan version. Oh, he's Kiwi. What are you talking about? Vaughn is a fine name. You know, I'd love to make a guide for it, but my LP is somewhat lacking. After I spent 70,000 to get nothing. That just means from. His name is From. That's a great question. Let me check something, because in the other server they had a thing where you could like preview the possible results. So let me check. And then of course we have the database on the other server. So 1 second. Restore. Gear improvement. Refinement. Control left click. Control left click. There you go. So hold control, left click, it'll open up a list of the different results that you can get. Yeah, 50% crit damage to bosses? I'd love to have that on my Secret Stone. Yep. I don't know. Oh, alright, I was looking to see if there was any NPCs for the conversations. Wait, did it reset our our cancellations? It did reset our cancellations. Nice! Yeah, long since. It doesn't take long to max out the Encyclopedia LP. Yeah, I mean, I kind of see why they didn't, because they have set it so low that it's very, 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 very achievable, so I could see why they might think that that would be too much LP, but, yeah, I kind of just wish they let us do it twice. Even if they increased the amount of Dragon Points required, but still let us run it twice, I think that would be better. Oh, Yukinessa? Wait, wait, it worked! The stream elements thing worked that time! Stella was so shocked. She came over and, came over because I screamed. Hello Yukinessa! And thank you for subscribing! Gosh, I sure wish it worked when we got that member earlier. Gosh, I felt like my heart skipped a beat when that sound effect played. I'll get used to it. I guess this is where I say I was actually goofing around and I was trying to figure out how you could do text-to-speech as well, but I'm not sure how that works. So I'll goof around with it some more later now that I know that it's actually connected. I'm gonna cancel out the gold and the red. Alright, I got dark blue. Appears we can still damage him a little bit through dark blue, okay. Alert's more intense than PvP. I'm just a very anxious person. Doesn't have anything to do with the amount of coffee I'm drinking. Oh, we got another 1000 LP there, nice! Does that mean I should roll one of my secret stones just to see how it goes? What are you staring at, Rain? There's nothing to stare at. You should be focusing on all the mobs. Of course, I ran over here to the boss and then he spawned. Did they fix the roar for Guardian? Or is that just never gonna come back? Hey, don't stop staring at me. Making me nervous. I could see them removing the roar effect because they don't like people sitting at the front of the dungeon and getting the drops. I could see them getting rid of it for that reason, but at the same time, I liked having it. So, especially when the runs are so quick and you can't keep up, it would be really nice if we could have roar carries, since they weren't going to wait anyway. Hey, Machoria, please. I swear I saw an Eidolon spawn. Yeah. No, it was just. If there was an Eidolon, it would have spawned by now. No, shoot. You want to test the roar, I suppose? Fetch first bus. Oh, I guess I do want to swap the bar. That's an excellent point. Set to like. Sure, we'll be Guardian sub. Use ballad before bus. There we go. We're going to test to see whether or not the effect of roar sharing drops has been fixed. But ballad shares drops. Well, I mean, that's not a good test. You can't tell. Look at that. Just the three of us. Perfect. Never mind, I guess we can test. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. Yeah, that's a pretty solid no. Yeah, as soon as I used Ballad, I started getting drops, so... At least not fixed. Oh, I really should. What are you talking about? Does that not look like a maiden right in front of you? Man, once my Navia Feast runs out here, I am not going to be able to keep up with these guys. I gotta figure out what to do about my move speed. I don't know what I'm doing with my points here. Please do not mimic what I'm doing. Suppose I should max out Tigurius and maybe try re-rolling. Do we have move speed stars still? I was gonna say I could re-roll his stars to move speed. Somebody pulled out a Yako for a buff there for a second? I didn't see who it was. Oh, just, I've currently got a, Navia Feast on, right? Because they were handing out free Navia Feasts as an apology for nerfing Wizard. So, that's got a move speed buff on it. I'm gonna miss that once it's gone. Come to think of it, I actually had one more Navia Feast in my warehouse because they stopped counting while you're offline. That wasn't supposed to happen as far as I remember. No, that's right. Navia Feasts do stop counting when you're offline. But I never ended up finding a good time to use my last one, so I lost one. Not to mention, I lost one the first day too, because for some reason it didn't give me a, Navia Feast on the first day. I got a treasure charm! Oh, that's right, I've got a move speed web card on, I've got a move speed weapon card on my regular weapon, but not on this one. Maybe I should switch to sub, perhaps I should switch to sub, Starcaller? That seems silly. And now we can see who's holding up the parties, huh? What are the move speed values? Because I know they use different values in this game than the other one. So what are the percents for move speed? Is it like 4, 8, 12, 16 or something? This kind of music kind of suits this place. I know it's pretty quiet for you guys, but it's too loud in my ears already. I have to figure out how to balance it better. Underwhelming, huh? Well, it might be nice just for running between bosses. I'll see what I can do as far as for shuffling goes. This song is called something along the lines of just a casket and an automaton. Oh, ew, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's nasty. That's barely any move speed considering. Yeah, that's not a good use of a reroll. You're right, completely underwhelming. I was thinking it might at least replace what I lose on my Navia Feast, and yeah, it would, but like, that's a lot of investment for barely 10%. They should make 200% the base. I'm only at 214. Yeah, but I'm at 214 while I still have my, feast on. I bet you your feast is long since done. Aura Kingdom's thinking that guy was rolling Paragon, but that might not be true because there's so many people running Paragon right now, or like there's so many people running Paragon that it takes a little while for it to show in the top bar. Oh, I got some more sigils. Don't need that. Still need that. Another thing I like about Starcaller is that it's got 3 move speed nodes on its envoy path. Bard's only got 1. But I am also using the path that's got some move speed on it as well. Oh my, Vanriel! So you did see that last night, hmm? That's true. I did manage to get a manual bag in Aura Kingdom OG yesterday. And the funny thing is that it kind of looks like those packs that just have one regular and one, whatchamacallit? That have 2 regular fortification scrolls in it. So I didn't even realize what I had landed on. And I almost skipped it. Why, are you looking to buy a manual bag? I don't even know what they're going for right now. Can you imagine if I skipped it? I would not have even noticed. I would literally have not even noticed what it was that I skipped. I would not have even double-checked. I would just live my life. Oh, I see someone's got quite an eagle eye seeing that though, but yeah, I got one and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. Because I presently have a Holy and a Dark manual. Oh, hey, Scar! I'm sorry. I really feel like when it comes to the classes that are coming, I'd really rather we had Warbow next. Just because I want to see what its debuffing capabilities would be like in this game. Oh, great, they're reusable buffs. You see these items that my friends here are using? The Marina's Call, the Heartless, and the Elemental Cube. If you have any of those, you know how they worked. They're, you reuse them every 30 minutes and they just give you buffs. I don't know if the manuals in this game are the same. Do we have them listed in here somewhere? Huh. I'd have to double check. Special reward mount. Oh, I would have to double check what the effects are, but if they're the exact same, they're just basically reusable 30-minute buffs that generally apply to... no, they're just buffs that appear in your bar. Like I said, they're kind of like Marina's Call and whatnot. I have a Dark one and a Holy one on the OG server, which I spent way too much on. And I've been absolutely broke since then because I can't play enough to really keep up with trying to get stuff. So yeah, I was gonna say they're definitely toned down. I don't think they had the same stats. In the OG server, they're quite a bit more broken. So I'm debating whether or not I pick up a Storm manual for myself because I've got a Holy and a Dark. And the Storm manual's got move speed and, you know, just... I also play, Gunslinger as well as Whipmaster, and both of them are S40, so both those classes would really love having a Storm manual. But just because I haven't really been doing a great job of getting gold at all, I'm thinking I'm probably going to sell it. I just don't know what they're currently going for. The fact that I landed on one suggests to me that they're easy to land on because I very rarely get lucky in Paragon. Right, they added the, was it Salome? I thought it was Queen of Hearts. Is it Queen of Hearts and Salome in the, end of the month? Because this is Impact, right? We only have LP in our daily login. Oh yeah. He went after me. Oh, hey, Clefto. That's in this game though, right? I hit the manual in the other game. Salami, maybe? But yeah, I hit the manual in the other game, so I don't know what the rate would have been. Choose your own manual. Lucky me. Yeah, I'll probably sell it. I'd really, really like to get myself on the Dark Light Fusion. Wait, is it Salome? They added the freaking 2 dots on Hoder's name so that you can't search it properly in the auction house, but they wouldn't put just a little accent on this E in Salome. I do not know how to pronounce her name properly, so I'm sorry that I was saying it wrong this whole time. Another one that I was saying wrong for a long time was Nunnally. Or Nullany, because I kept calling her Nunnally. Salami. I have a problem where if it's a word that I don't know, I have a tendency to pronounce it as if it's like in Japanese. And it takes me down very incorrect paths. And then I have the people that give me a hard time over how I pronounce severe. Yeah, I did see that this morning, Klepto. I think I left a react on your video because I was busy getting ready for some other stuff this morning. I did stuff in general chat, so I'll hit him with a yo. And then I will just spam ballad. Like a good ballad bot I am. Yeah, in these dungeons at this point, it's basically one hit kills any mob by any player, especially since we're all level 70, right? So I just hit him with the ballad and then I can at least get drops and gold. And we're gonna watch that all vanish as soon as I'm done. How many more do we have anyway? 10 more. Yeah, 2 more runs on main. And then I suppose we should probably finish up the stream for today. Hey, why is my Healing Harmony not working? I just noticed. Other worlds where we can focus on LP gains. Wait, but the other worlds in the other game were just like secret stones. If you're talking about the field other worlds, and then the other worlds were just reskins of the dungeons, right? Yeah, I kind of want the bunny hop other world. I swear that was in the one of the pre-release live streams that they had the bunny hop otherworld, because I remember watching the guy go in there and there was just too many bunny hops. Oh shoot, I went. No, don't judge me, I'm sorry, I was just cleaning my inventory a bit. I guess they have to decide what they want to do with the secret stones, because if we all re-roll our... The reason why I've been so hesitant to re-roll my secret stones is because when you get to level 70 and upgrade them, it would reset the stats anyway. So I'm kind of hesitant, because if they do that again, then it seems like a waste of the LP to do anything with them now, right? I want to wait and see how that shakes out before I start doing the secret stone shuffling. But I'm probably safe to do it on my no, I guess not on this class, but on the one. Well, I mean, yeah, you could just not upgrade them, but you get an extra stat. You get 3 stats if you upgrade them. Or at least that's how it worked in the other game. So I'm curious as to see what it'll do, like just the way it'll work out. But they have to decide that before they can really release the other worlds, right? No, the higher level other worlds anyway. Oh, third line potion is already there, but in Paragon? Well, never mind then. I guess it's all, I guess maybe we won't get upgraded ones. You see how disconnected I am from the caching? The purple secret stones that we have in this version of the game do not exist in the OG Aura Kingdom. So purple secret stones in OG Aura Kingdom were these ones that you get from upgrading the base level ones. These purple ones are the equivalent of the gold ones that we have, except they have more set stats. Yaffa. Oh, so these ones are the only ones you can do 3 lines on. So that checks out then. So you'll be able to do 3 lines on these ones as well once we have them in game. That's what I mean. Let's scroll down. These are the upgraded ones that we can't access yet. And these are the ones that drop in the dungeons that are basically the equivalent of the golden ones from the previous game, except they've got more base stats than the gold ones did in the previous game. I'm almost scared to see what we're gonna get when, what's it releases? Pyroclastic Purgatory. Yeah, weapon secret stones are probably safe, because if they decide to drop some kind of gold secret stone based on the way that they're going, it's going to be Paragon only anyway or something. Oh, the gold ones were just, well, they were level 1, so you could slot them on anything. So everybody just wanted lava stones. It's just that those were accessible from the level 70 dungeon Pyroclastic Purgatory, which I suspect we'll be seeing soon. Should be the next dragon. Fireball Ravager. Part of me wanted to wait to do any kind of farming until after Ravager was released. Like crafting weapons and whatnot. Let's see, go to my archive here. I crafted all of the, like, Demarek Mines weapons, so it was a bit of a pain to farm all the stuff for that. I was debating waiting for Ravager to be released for that, because the fire bounce really makes it a lot more comfortable farming that kind of stuff. Guitar reading room? No, that's fine, Greg. Feel free to ask away. Oh, geez, Rain is maxed out? How far away am I from that on the collector rewards? I'm not doing miserable, all things considered. I should spend some more dragon points to get some more gold stuff, though. More points. What do I do with them? I don't know. I'll just throw them in here. Why not? I've literally got no clue what I'm doing for the weapon mastery on my alternate characters. I'm not paying attention. Rain, I did craft all the weapons up to level 60, but, you know, I started slacking a bit when Guardian came out. Yeah, 70 is pricey. I feel like my gold is better spent on getting gear than it is on building up the archive in that way, especially since I've still got gold gear that I can slot in there. Is that it then, I think, for the matchmaking? On this account, or on this character? Frankly, guitar was so, lacking on the other server that I wouldn't be surprised if they simply did not nerf it at all. It doesn't need a nerf, it's already nerfed enough. I like guitar in concept. I feel like they could have done more with the notes, though. Because right now, the notes for a guitar are only using 2 of the same skill anyway, right? Like, you have to use 3 of the same element skill. It's been a little while since I've played my guitar. So you're kind of stuck being railroaded into just one element when it feels like they could do so much more with, like, cross-element stuff. After I finish cleaning up my inventory here, I feel like we should probably call it for the day. We tricked one person into joining membership. So that's a lot more than I was expecting. I should probably make that video that I made for members into a members video instead of private, so that it's not just vibing in the background. And I have to figure out what's going on with that stream elements, because it captured a new subscriber, but it didn't capture the member. That was very sad. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today then. And for a solid 3 hours here, I think that was pretty good. Got my very sad nunchuck all the way through the S30 maps, and we did a nice run here that made me enough gold to waste on fortifications. Let's go, let's waste some fortification gold. This is probably the least useful thing I could fortify right now, but there we go. Let's see, can we get 26 at least? Actually, frankly, I've got enough gold to use all 260 of those things, so... What, should I go take Stella for a little walk while you guys stare at this? No, that would be ridiculous. Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and pause it here while I stare at my, Well, I can leave it running even without leaving you guys staring at it too. Is that really the kind of content you're here for? It totally is. Okay, I'm gonna go take Stella for a walk. You guys enjoy fortification. gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! We didn't even... We're so close! I'm getting jump scared by a limited time pack that I can only buy right now. And it's like, hey, do you want to get to plus 30? How about you do it now? Like, how scummy is that? You almost made it! Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's pretty bad. Hold on a second here. So somebody else got offered it for 40% off? Is that because I haven't spent anything before, so they're trying to convince me to jump in and spend money for the first time right now? Oh, I don't like this at all. That's pretty bad. And I only have 2 hours. Hold on a second here. Oh, I got it up plus 27? Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm back. I was gonna end the stream and now I'm gonna go run fortification dungeons. Not that one, that one. Oh, I shouldn't do it on Bard, though. Oh, so the closer you are, the better it is? That seems even weirder. Alright, Star Caller, and then I'm gonna go Bard sub, because of course we are. Actually, let's stick with Guardian sub for a second here. Hold on. That one. That one. That one. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Don't really need that there. How about throw that there? I mean, you could try to take over the stream. I'm not sure how that would work. I was actually planning on ending. I was seriously planning on ending. But now that I'm only 1 away... Oh, I accidentally tangled my purse with the freaking headphone cable. I think that makes more sense there. Yeah, I get kidnapped in this game a lot for some reason. I just gotta get used to the right buttons for things again. And... wrong button. So this only debuffs the people right around me. Yeah, I'm not sure that's very effective if it's only 5%. Hit you with that and then that, sure. Legitimately, I was gonna say I was done, but now they've pulled me back in. How long was it done fortifying? Like, how long was it just were you guys just staring at a still screen while they were trying to advertise to somebody who's not even here? You know, it occurred to me afterwards that they probably meant for the winners of the contest for the inviting to Discord. They probably meant for that money to be spent on Aura Kingdom, and I just went and got another game entirely. How many fortification scrolls is that? 30? Alright, place your bets. Do we get it in 30? we get lucky? Wait, what do you mean lucky blood? Hey. There'll be no grabbing here. It looks like I hit pity while I was taking the pup for a little walk. Oh, just once. Interesting. Well, I can't exactly kidnap people for solo dungeons. What do you mean skill issue? Oh. It's supposed to mean that you can't have, like, the effects that don't work with one another, but specifically 4-star tier is broken, and we'll say that with literally everything. So if you look, I do have 2 Eidolons infused on this one, and I'm pretty sure they're both working. Yeah, it shows up on everything for tier. Either that or tier is actually just coincidentally not compatible with anything. Alright, we'll fort again after I do one more of these. See, in the other game, we're kind of used to the fact that having identical stats means that they don't stack properly. So in the other game, if you have 2 dual drive cards for your weapon, like that's the ones that do an extra damage, they each had a speed stat on them as well. So if they had the same speed stat, it was technically the same value, and it would only work from one of the cards. Oh yeah, great, that should be fine. There we go! Done! Check it! Now I get 1 more week of having a good weapon until the level 75 drops, and it won't work. I don't think that was particularly lucky. I think that was, Yeah, I threw one thing on my tier here because my other gear is all on my other characters. You know what? It's because you guys were watching over it while I was running outside. So here. Let me see what we can get. Yeah, that was pretty lucky too. You're right. I definitely got pretty lucky there. It's a streamer buff, right? Although what I'd really like is to be able to get the accessories up. I need to run all of the fortification dungeons for that though. Yeah, I kind of saw. Not being able to get to plus 20 again with only 50. Yeah, I saw that coming. And if I fortify anymore, I'll literally have no gold. So I am going to run the remaining of the fortification dungeons, but as originally planned, I think I should probably call it here because I do need a snack. And then it's time to feed Gistella dinner because she likes to eat early. So I think I am really going to end it here, but I seriously appreciate you guys coming here and giving me all that good luck for that fortification so that I can have a good weapon for the 1 week that it's going to remain being actually a decent weapon. Man, that fortification bonus is like twice the base damage. Wait, it is actually literally twice the base damage on the dot. Jeez. 2 to 3 weeks until they release the next set of weapons in for level 80, huh? Because 75 weapons you're not going to be able to get right away anyway. I don't know what sigil this level 75 weapons are anyway. Alright, yeah, we're gonna call it there. Thank you so much for everybody that stopped by today. It was a weird day for me, so I was glad to have some company to chit chat while I goofed around here. And we'll catch you next time. I don't know when that'll be, as usual. I'm a bit of a mess when it comes to streaming schedule, but we'll catch you next time, whenever that is. Bye! Why do I... Wait, it's ending. We'll see you guys some other time.